Hey, Johnny,
Check
happened?
1 2. This is White Rick over.
Oh, we got the sound check going already.
Hey, Johnny, what
check.
happened with your constipation? Is that still going on?
Oh, we
Johnny,
live.
how many times did you wreck that boat at the lake, Johnny?
He blocked you. He blocked you.
Oh, here we come. I got the screen where I have to mute over here.
Dr. Ted, we're gonna have to tell Johnny about Colace.
All right, folks. Enough of the banner here. The backstage banner here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and welcome into Drone Nation for June 12th, 2023. We're calling this the Drone Hall of Fame show. We're going to explain later as we get into this show here. So, I want to, I said, welcome everybody in. A lot of people in chat already. We got a special guest tonight, Johnnie DroneFlyer, who has just returned from his summer mansion by the lake here.
Yeah.
He stepped off of his boat for a few minutes to do the show here for us. But we're going to go around the room here and catch up, and then we can maybe save you some money tonight here, folks. So we'll go to Marcus first. Marcus, I see you got your Alex's t-shirt on there.
I got my Alex Escardo t-shirt, AME Aerials, and proud to wear it. Thank you, Alex, if you're in the chat. Thank you for the shirt. He gave me this at the Florida Drone Meetup, and so I got my props out too. Ron, we're gonna be talking about this guy here, one of my all-time favorite drones, and just to kind of tell our audience right before the show. The four of us were having a pretty spirited conversation about Geeks Mana's program today. Sean Hickey had a really good program, and you should watch it on replay. He really consolidated some of the FAA information into one really good.
I'll try to post it to pin into the Drone Nation.
Yeah. It's worth your time watching. But as for me, the only thing I've done, and I actually called Johnny yesterday, right in the middle of it. I was flying the Avata yesterday and messed around some more with head tracking. I'm still not so sure. It worked out pretty good, but I think I don't know if I'm going to be doing head tracking much. But I'm honestly, I know you guys aren't going to believe it from the first video I posted. But I'm getting pretty decent with that motion controller too. Having a lot of fun with that drone.
You can do your orbits now, right?
I can do it. And actually, I did an orbit using head tracking, and it worked. It's a little bit weird, but it did work. I was able to do it.
Plus, you have a special technique the orbit without head tracking.
Yeah, so I used the little joystick within a joystick on the top there, and you can roll with that and then tilt the joystick or the motion controller the opposite direction to get the yaw, and you can do an orbit. It actually works pretty good.
Geeks Vaughn is in the chat tonight. He's thanking you, Marcus, for promoting this video there.
Well, it was very, very helpful. Yes.
And we only charge $50 for a promotion of this show. So Sean got a great rate tonight.
Yeah.
$49.99.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a sale there going.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's about it for me. I'll let somebody else talk for a minute.
Well, Demarco, what's going on with you, buddy?
I actually got some flying in this past weekend. Yes, I took the Mavic 3 down to the lake. We have a large lake here called Beaver Lake, and I took it on a nice route, and I got some pictures I hadn't taken before, and it was fun. Only one battery though before I had to book it back.
Sounds like an interesting lake.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to go to Beaver Lake. I mean, I'm just saying.
Do they have any cabins for rent there, DeMarco?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. But since I'm local, I don't rent the cabins. Oh, but good though. Only had games on Friday for the kids. We were off on Saturday, so I cut the lawn and I painted the playhouse in the back, and I flew. So I'm breaking records.
Busy day.
Yeah.
Multitasker.
I know. How about you, Ron?
Hey, well, can I interrupt just for a second?
Sure.
Dr. Ted Bowman has a question for
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, Ted, we'll just have to get together and let you try it out, and then you can make a decision. I can tell you this, Ted. The other day I was out with Tanya, and she tried it, and holy cow! And she took to that motion controller. Like, I mean, she just took it off and she was flying it all over the place. And she'd never flown with goggles before, and she'd never flown with a motion controller. So yeah, we'll have to try it out.
Not first.
Yeah.
Good. And the answer to Demarco's question, Demarco, I was kind of in a fog last week, and it really wasn't a fog. I was in a puff of smoke for the better part of the week.
Yeah.
I said it was like the Grateful Dead showed up in town here, and
Who's that? Who's that?
and played it whatever. But we had about maybe 24 hours of real thick smoke, and then it started easing up. And by the weekend, we were fine again. But I was able to capture some video of it. And even though the video does look kind of cool, it wouldn't look any different than if I flew when it was foggy, and just said it was smoke or whatever. But the thing is that smoke smells worse than it looks. I was wearing my N90. I was like the COVID guy, my N95 back on for a day or so last week with all that smoke. So glad that stuff's gone. And that's about the only flying I did. Because again, not much fun flying you could do when it's all smoky and you can't see all that far ahead of you. But I want to get on to the big story here now. Our friend Johnnie DroneFlyer, I think he got a free pass to Arkansas by Demarco. And
I was up there.
He cruised up to one of probably the finest lake in the state and rented like one of those like mini mansion cabins.
I tell you, it was fun, Ron. It was a great place to. I did a lot of flying with the Mini 3 Pro. I didn't put the Avata up. My son-in-law did, but he wasn't too crazy about. I mean, it was more or less a subdivision, so we didn't want to intrude on anybody. But we had fun flying a Mini 3 Pro, and I brought it out on the boat, and the kids were jumping off the boat. The boat had a slide, so I got some great video and had a great time out there. And
you did,
yeah. I was about 120 miles from Mr. Demarco Moore there.
Okay, you should have swung up there for a day, Demarco.
He didn't swing by to see me. He didn't come and see me at all. Man.
But no, it was fun. It was a great week, and of course, hey, vacations is early in June. Vacation's over, so back to work and. Got to fly to Avata. Been flying Avata every afternoon out here. So
no, Demarco, he didn't come to see you. He knew Shelly wasn't home.
No, like she's gone now. She's gone for the week now. Oh wait,
he invited me over, but he was painting his shed. That's like moving.
Yeah. No, here let me say this. Just an update on the kids' sport. Maddox is now the second fastest 10-year-old in the 400 meter in the state.
Oh wow!
Yes, he likes that. So regionals are in 2 weeks. Next week, I think.
Where's that at, Demarco?
What'd you say?
Where's it at?
It's in Yukon, Oklahoma. We have to drive there on a Thursday morning. He runs one race, and then we drive the 4 hours back home.
Oh wow!
Oh
yeah. So
we must take after his old man. He must take after his old man on that on the track.
I used to run it though. I was a little bit lighter.
Yeah,
I showed him pictures of me, and then he's like, "Is that really you?" I was like, yeah.
You should tell him before you laugh at me. Just thinking, in a certain amount of years, you're probably going to look like this too.
Oh yeah, I tell him that. You see this right there?
Yeah, I'm going to pass this on. That's the family heirloom, right?
Hey, a lot of good years in there.
So, and okay, well, I mean, glad everybody had an eventful week. Well, I mean, not everybody had lived the life of rally like Johnny, but but it's back to work this week, right, Johnny? Back to the old grindstone.
Back to work, yeah.
Hey, Johnny, I don't tell too many details, but Marcus said you had a little emergency next door when you got back home.
I did, yes.
Your neighbor across the street?
Yeah, my neighbor took a hard fall, and
that guy,
Saturday. So yeah, we thank God I did hear him. He was in a garage, but he is better. Got some stitches in his hand, and got a big cut on his head, but hey, you know what? We saw Bill, the drone reviewer, fall, and I think on Mother's Day, and so I tell you what, he took a hard fall. It was, I tell you what, it was bad, but he's doing good, so all is good.
Another lesson, kind of keep an eye on your neighbors, especially elderly neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and too bad you couldn't what do you call elaborate the story? Said the drone, you spot him with the drone, and the drone was possibly rescued.
Yeah, and the little Amazon driver did help him. I think what happened, she helped him get in a chair, and I don't think he really realized how bad he was cut, and because we have the Ring doorbells and all that, so we saw, and I think he didn't want her to call, and she didn't, but anyway, hey, all turned out good, and he'll be fine. Demarco's got company.
Yeah.
Maris.
He's a busy man.
Hi, Maris.
Oh, she's coming back. She's coming back, DeMarco.
She's waving.
Hello.
Marco's muted.
I'm telling her I said wave at the camera, and she just looking at it.
She knew she'd wave. She'd get paid for the show tonight.
No. Shelly's out of town, so I'm on daddy duty though.
Daddy duty again.
Daddy duty.
And the the babysitter's off tonight, huh?
Hey, oh yeah, the babysitter's always off too. But my wife always sends me pictures like she's in Chicago right now, so she's sending me pictures like where we used to hang out, and I'm like, oh great. Well, I'm here, dealing with this, and she's out drinking it up and having a good time, having dinner on a company.
Rub it in, huh? Rub it in.
Yeah.
Rub it in.
Yeah. So anyhow, people, it's 11 minutes into the show. People are starting to leave or whatever. So this guy's better start talking about some drones. He's got more company here. Uh-oh. Good night.
Sammy, how you doing?
Okay.
Good night, Sammy.
Good night, Sammy.
Oh, he's coming back.
Heard his name.
He just lost his tooth tonight.
Oh,
hey, nice. Tooth Fairy's coming tonight.
Hey, you holding up the show? Come on, go.
The Tooth Fairy's gonna come with that 50-cent piece or whatever.
What chat's about to turn on us in a minute. Come on.
He's not holding up the show. He is the show.
What do tooth fairies give nowadays? I'm just saying.
How bad is he? 5?
5?
Yeah, the front ones came out. The front ones.
Boy, I grew up in the wrong era, but anyhow, okay, we're going to start off with our
favorite drones.
Our favorite episode of the show, the DroneNation Deal of the Day. Okay, this happened last week. Yeah, Marcus is getting away. DJI's running their summer sale event. Started last week. The DJI Air 2S is now on sale for, listen, folks, sitting down, $799. And that's down from the original price of $999. The Flyboard Combo is going for $1,039. And the question here is, are they clearing inventory for the rumored Air 3 drone?
Wait. I got this. Yes. Yes. We have seen this before.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're going to talk about the Air 3 a little bit more in the second part of the show. But for people, is the Air 3 still a viable option for many folks out there?
Air 2,
I believe, Marcus, you can attest. You took that drone to Florida, right?
I did. So
and your video quality turned out excellent, right?
Yeah. So really, when I was going to Florida, I just wanted to take a carry-on. So you want to pack as compact as you can. And the cool thing about this drone is the little carry bag is the same size as a mini drone. So you're really not taking up any more space in your bag. You have a way more capable drone. I mean, this guy does a lot.
Yeah, a wind fighter. So, I mean, we'll go around the panel here. I mean, I know people, a lot of people already have the drone. Some people have even sold the drone in anticipation of getting the Air 3. But could you still recommend this drone to somebody coming from, say, something like a Mini 2 or even a lesser drone than that, some kind of a Hobson or Fimi type drone? Could you still recommend this to that type of customer, Marcus?
Absolutely. I mean, there's just absolutely no question about it. In fact, I'll take it a step further, Ron. up until the Mavic 3 came out, I was always saying that this is the best drone that I ever owned. And it's damn close, even as it is. The video quality that comes off of that one inch sensor is just stunning. It has power. No, it's not as powerful as the Mavic 3, but you can fly it in windy conditions without problems. Plus, it has that feature set. Now, the only downside, we've talked about it a lot, is battery life. It doesn't, it won't fly for half an hour, 35 minutes like some of the drones we're used to now. But what I found out when I was in Florida, I didn't really miss it. When I'd fly a flight for 20 minutes or so or whatever, and that was enough. So anyway, it just depends on your use case. But for the price, man, is it a bargain?
What do you guys think, Demarco, Johnny?
Right.
Is it still a viable drone for?
Oh, absolutely. I'll say, I think Demarco. I sold mine last week, and I think Demarco sold his about 2 weeks ago.
What?
A month ago?
Yeah, I did. I made
what are you guys doing?
Yeah. What? Who
gave you permission?
Well, the Air. Well, there's another drone coming out. Just saying. No, but that drone at that price is a great drone, and even at full price, it was always a great drone. And I did, but I am preparing for the Air 3. That's just myself, and I know Demarco. So he had bought it with the Demarco. You bought it with the RC controller.
Pro, he got the RC Pro.
Yeah, they had RC Pro when they had that deal at B&H, I believe. So, but yeah, it's a great drone, guys.
Demarco only flies top shelf.
Hey, look, the funny thing about that. During that time, that was weird that they had that package. It just came out of blue that they made that package. But all the boxing, the box, and all the what do you call it? Yeah, well, all the manual, that was for the smart controller.
Yeah. No doubt what happened is they must have been out of smart controllers, and so they substituted in, and guys like you got really a screaming deal.
I got to interrupt just for a second. Dr. Ted has a question for Demarco.
No.
Okay.
When?
Next year. No. Back to the Air 2S, a great drone. I was sitting here thinking, I was sitting there thinking, who would that be a good drone for? And I would say someone who's moving up from like a Mini 2.
Man.
Maybe if you're moving up from a Mini 3 Pro, not that it's not better than the Mini 3 Pro, but like the Mini 3 Pro does a lot. Does a lot though. But Mini 2s buyers and you flyers.
Can I expand on that, Demarco?
Sure. Yes, sir.
I love the Mini 3 Pro. But if I had to choose between that and this guy, it'd be this one.
Well,
easy.
The
way more capable.
The reason why I say that though, because if you are flying the Mini 3 Pro, you paid $1,000 for that, maybe. I mean, so your budget's a little bit higher anyway. So if you want to wait, if I had the Mini 3 Pro only, I wouldn't buy that next. I would buy the what is it? Air 3 coming out. Yeah, no, the Air 3 coming out. Well, soon to come. I mean, but if I was flying a Mini 2, I would buy that, depending on my budget too. So,
right. Well, of course, your budget it just went down $200, so it came close to your budget.
Yeah. I mean, so from my brother flies the Mini SE. He would buy that. I would tell him to get that in a heartbeat.
Right.
Get that. Yeah.
Again, Marcus said earlier, as far as a camera quality, it's still got the 1-inch sensors, which is still better than any mini drone, and and of course it does the D-Log H video, the more easy to edit, kind of with log video, and it has the HGL, so it still has some things in there that the Mini 3 Pro does.
More powerful processor. Will actually film at 5.2K, isn't it, Ron? Or 5.3, something like that?
Yeah, anyway, something like that.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah. No. You just helped my point that I still probably prefer the video coming out of that than I do any of the mini drones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to beat the video quality of this. any mini drone that anybody's ever made.
Still can't zoom on camera mode, but that's okay.
Yeah, good thing you brought that up. Yeah, unlike the Air 2, it can't zoom in picture mode, but only in video mode.
Right.
And Johnny,
and of course, if you turn on 4K
Johnny
60
crazy.
or 5K video, you can't zoom on those either.
Hey, Demarco, didn't these two guys talk us into selling our Air 2S?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Who? Us? Huh?
And now
What are you talking about?
now the gaslighting is John.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, anyhow,
great drone. Loved it.
Anyhow, guys, I have an affiliate link in there to purchase the Amazon Air 2S on Amazon. Actually, it's a Flymore kit for $10.39. But actually, I would probably recommend, if you want to save even more money, look around on eBay and Marketplace and things like that. You may find somebody unloading their Air 2S to get the Air 3 and get an even better deal than that, if you don't mind, a used model, whatever. So anyhow, what I
think, a little bit of wear and tear, not really. It's like brand new.
Yeah, man. I got low mileage. Got brand new tires. But no, what I'm trying to say is, the analogy, this drone still has a lot of miles on it.
Great
a lot of mileage in it. Don't you guys think?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I've been flying this drone for over 2 years now, and I still get a thrill every time I put it in the air.
There you go.
It is, I think about, okay, what do anything that's out now, what does it offer that's much better than this? You can find a few details here and there, but overall, for a complete package, this is still.
So are you not buying the Air 3? I'm just,
No, of course I will. Seriously, Johnny? Yeah, you know me. There's no way I would not buy the Air 3. But you know what? We've talked about this. It's all seriousness about selling our Air 2S,
right,
because that new drone is coming out and so forth. But I think with this price drop, Johnny, I don't think it's going to make any difference in what you get for a used one now. I think that really, what's this drone worth? The Flymore Combo used, maybe, what are you going to get? $650 maybe? $700 maybe?
Well, it's funny you said it though. Like, we just sold both of ours, and I would share my number if Johnny would too. So.
Yeah. I mean,
go ahead.
I listed mine on eBay. I want to get this right. I listed mine for $850. That's right, and I ended up selling it for $835.
Flymore
Combo with a GPC case. Yes. Yes.
I got 800 for 4 batteries, a GPC, ND filters. So I mean, I think the guy got a great deal and great, but
I would argue that he did, Johnny, because a Flymore Combo alone is over $1,000, even at the sale price.
And GPC case, $150. I think it was $159 maybe. So
right.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
Johnny probably autographed it for him, so that add more value.
That's true.
No, well, hey, it was somebody in the community, and I think he'll enjoy it, and he'll fly it a lot more than I was flying it. So hey, I think it's great.
Hey, all I'm saying is, on a good day, just the Flymore Combo without the extras that you guys threw in, and especially now that they've got the sale going on, I bet all I could get for this guy is $700. So probably I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely. If you can get a new one for $799, I would even give you $700 for that extra $100. I just get brand new.
Yeah, but I'm talking it's Flymore Combo, Ron.
Oh, you have Flymore, okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, as a friend, I'd give him $500. Huh, DeMarco?
No. No, wait. Listen here. Let me say this.
Well, I made that guy a good deal on a Mavic 3.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
No, listen. It's a great drone, but with the new one coming out, how long until that one is not even talked about anymore? And the reason why I say that is because when the Mavic 3 came out, the Mavic 2 was still flying. A lot of people had them, and no one even talks about it now. I mean, it's not even mentioned.
You may be right, but let me flip that coin on you. The Mini 2 is still not, the Mini 3's been out for over a year, and now the Mini 3 Pro and then the Mini 3. The Mini 2 is still an extremely popular drone, and people are still buying.
Excellent point. I still see as many Mini 2 videos in my feed as I do Mini 3s.
So I'm not saying you're wrong, DeMarco. You may very well be right. but I'm just saying.
But the Mini 3 did definitely not kill the Mini 2 off.
Right.
Because
mainly because of price.
The price,
yeah.
But to your point, Demarco, you're absolutely correct. How often do we hear about the Mavic 2 anymore? You don't really much, do you?
No.
Except that one that crashed into my wife's office last week.
Yeah, that's true.
The first time we had talked about it in a year.
Yeah,
you're right. That's a first one. But anyhow, we're getting too long here on one subject. Let's go into number 2. Another. This isn't a DroneNation deal today, but it's another DroneNation sale. Also, the DJI Avado combo bundles are now on sale for the first time. This also started last week. Maybe it's part of that same summer sale. You can get these deals at either DJI.com or Amazon. And you may be able to get them at other retailers. I haven't researched B&H Photo and all the other, likely suspects out there. But the Fly Smart Combo, which is rare, you cannot get this at DJI, at least the day I looked. You could get it at Amazon, though, for $999. That includes the Avada, the goggles V2, and the Motion 1. And that regular retails for $1168. Again, I did not see that available from DJI anymore, but Amazon still had some. Now, the Explorer combo, which is the combo that all of us have, except for Demarco.
Yeah, except Demarco.
It's going for $1198 now on sale. It normally retails for $1278, and that's the combo where you get the Integra goggles, the Motion 2, and the Avada. And remember, the Integras are the ones where you don't have to have they have the built-in GPS. You don't have the battery dangling, and you don't have the phone connected in the built-in battery. And the Motion 2, of course, which has reverse, as well as the joystick. Go ahead.
Does that include the exploding props?
Yes, it does. Now, if you buy the DroneNation Special Edition, we can put the Master Escort props on for you.
Oh, there you go.
And we'll only charge you extra $100.
Hey, Johnny's got them right there handy.
Yeah. Well, the ones that go on the drone.
And
finally, the last but least, the Proview Combo is going for $1348 on sale, and it regularly retails for $1428. And that's the combo where you get the goggles too, the Motion 1. I don't know if they've upgraded the Motion in that kit yet or whatever, but when it was released, they had the Motion 1 and the Avada. So, and the Proview, the goggles too are the top of the line goggles as far as all the bells and whistles, but they do not have the GPS built in. Are we having any buyer's regret here in the panel that we didn't wait for the sale?
I think I got mine on sale, Ron. I think I got $100 off when I bought mine.
Oh, according to what I read, maybe I was wrong. I thought I read this is the first sale ever on them.
You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna research it. You guys talk. I'm gonna go look at my receipt.
Demarco, do these prices are they doing anything for you? These sale prices?
I looked at that though. That email came through. I looked at it.
It's 6% off. I don't know how they came up with that, but
yeah. The biggest value is the Fly Smart Combo, where you get $170 off, and the other ones, like you said, are just a smaller percent.
But Ron, I like the Integra goggles. I like the Motion 2. I'm not saying if you're gonna spend I don't know $1,000, you spend $1,075 or whatever, So
Ron.
Yes,
you're absolutely right. I didn't get a nickel off on mine. I paid full retail.
You should have put the DroneNation code in.
Yeah.
When you ordered. So anyhow, folks, if you're thinking
about somebody in the chat,
if anybody's been on the fence about whether to get an Avada now, I guess now's the time. That money you can save could buy a couple extra things, right? Like some of the accessories,
Master Air Screws props,
Master Air Screw props, or whatever. So help pay for your care refresh. So so it's still it's a small sale, but it's still
it's a start. It's a few dollars. Hey, absolutely.
Hey, the times are tough now, Johnny. Right? You can save any money you can, right?
Hey, so I got a quick Avada story for you guys.
Oh, good.
I was out at the park today at Kleiner Park, and Sarah was with me, and we were just walking. We were getting our steps in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the place by the big sculpture where I often fly the Avata and stuff.
The one where that guy wouldn't move when you were trying to fly the Avata.
That's right.
There.
I hear an FPV drone flying around, and I see this guy sitting at a picnic table. So I walk up there and I waited till he landed his drone. Right, I didn't interrupt him in the middle of a flight, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He goes, "Hey, you're Idaho quadcopter." I said, "Yeah." Really? But anyway, he was flying a JEP RC little drone, but he was using the Integra goggles with the O3 Air unit. But then he also had his Avata with him too, and he was flying the Avata around there as well. So,
goggles did he? What goggles did he have on?
The Integra goggles,
Integra,
same ones you and I have, Ron.
Yeah. So he had an air unit and the other thing. Cool. It's a cool little story. So, we've got another visitor coming.
Maybe
Maddox. Hey, Maddox, how you doing?
I heard about that sale on the Avata. He's going to order.
Hey, maybe Joe Fotoleo will step up and grab the Avata. You know, since that tree reached out and grabbed.
I saw that video. Oh.
Joe had an incident.
Oh yeah, Joe's got insurance though.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't used mine yet.
Sorry to hear about that, Joe.
Insurance.
So
yeah, a tree reached out and grabbed his drone there.
Yeah, it's happened before you. What Ken Herron says about trees.
Yeah,
we can't say it on here, but okay, folks. One more final sale for you, then we'll get on to a few stories for you. Fimi, you remember the good folks here at Fimi? They sent a blast an email out this morning to all their subscribers announcing their summer sale. And now, hold on, folks. You guys sitting down? You can get the Fimi Mini V2, which normally retails for $349 for only $299. And I know Marcus has this drone in his possession. He's been testing it, but we haven't talked about the drone in a few weeks. Now you've had a chance to put this drone through his paces. What do you recommend on this sale?
$199.
Yeah, $199. No, listen. Anybody that cares about video quality, it's a hard pass. There's a number of issues with that drone, probably too many to go into here. I want to say this though: it flies pretty good. It flies well, and it's fast for a mini drone. The problems all come from video and some of the intelligent flight modes and so forth. So I will leave it at that. The dynamic range is the main thing that's not where it should be. So,
what about someone coming from a toy drone?
You know what? It depends on what they want, Demarco. But I'd tell them to get the Mini 2 SE any day of the week. Any day of the week for $339. Now, if they don't care about video, right? And there's people that they don't care about video. There's people that they just want to fly a drone around, right?
Right.
Yeah. You know what? It's all right. Okay.
I'm laughing at Lon.
Whenever we talk about this subject, I have flashbacks of the 1980s when I saw Yugos driving around, and even then I was like, why would you buy that? Why would you just buy a used car?
The cardboard doors and all that stuff.
Yeah. You saw a lot of Yugos in Chicago?
I did see some Yugos. Yeah. That was a running joke with my dad. He'd be like, "Hey, look a Yugo," and we'd laugh.
We did the same thing too. Whenever you see a Yugo, you point or whatever because they were rare. You didn't often see them or whatever, Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, let's get back to it. The sale's not over yet, guys. The Fimi X8 SE 2022 V2 normally retails for $469. It's available now for $439. And we have our friend Richard SB73Q in the chat. He highly recommends this drone. He's had two of them. They've been flawless. He can hook them up to his Fimi smart controllers. I don't think anybody in the panels had any experience with.
I have one, Ron.
The V2.
I do.
Okay.
I don't have the one with the drop system on, but it's the 2022 version, which is
and a microphone, a speaker.
Yeah, where you can put the speaker on there. Yeah. I don't have that. However, here's what I'll say: it's the identical drone, other than it doesn't have that attachment point on the bottom. It is you could buy it, and it flies good, and it's got video quality probably about like the original Mavic is where I would say that thing is, which is not to say it's not bad. The gimbal works pretty good. You get a little bit of a tilted horizon occasionally, but what you can say it is a good value proposition on that one. It's going to fly. It's going to fly good. It's a fast, powerful drone. It's got a lot of intelligent features that all seem to work pretty good. So for the money, yeah, if you're looking for a bargain drone, there again, though, I would point, if somebody, depends on what your expectation is, a DJI Mini 2 is going to get you better video quality. So
yeah, for about the same, for about the same price, yeah.
Right. But to be fair, that Fimi is more powerful. It has more features and stuff than that Mini 2. So yeah.
Hey, I want to shout out Bob Dempsey from Old Farts to Drones for the $10 super chat, and he says, please everyone say today, go Knights go. So for that donation, everybody in the panel say, go Knights go.
Go Knights go.
Hockey. Knights go.
I believe they play tomorrow night, and I believe the series is 3-1 Knights.
3-1.
Tomorrow night could be the closeout game.
Come on, Bob.
I don't know where that game's at, though.
Lon's making a good point in the chat. He goes, the Mini 3 is about the same price, too. I think this the standard Mini 3. Isn't that around $450, something like that?
Yeah, because it got a price reduction. Yeah, it's right. It's probably just a hair above $450.
Yeah.
Lon's trying to sell the Auto Nano for $500.
He is. He's saying the Nano is not that cheap right now, though, is it? I
think it was like $559 or
no
even.
kidding.
No, somebody corrected me on that. That $5,690. That was the Nano, not the Nano Plus. That was the plain Nano.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have the RYYB sensor on it, so So
I didn't know they made any just regular Nanos.
Well, I've never seen anybody ever fly one on YouTube or ever have one. So the first person puts a regular Nano video up would be the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah, same way with the light. I don't think anybody had the light.
Ross Landis in the chat here. He was earlier. He has the light.
And my friend Tanya Gale has the light.
The light, not the light plus.
Not the light plus.
Well, and you didn't see a light in the U.S. for a long time. They just started appearing over here at least. But hey, I want to shout out Richard again for a $5 super chat. Richard's our number one supporter over here.
And I want to shout out Flying Flynn Media, John. He's saying Lon is a genuine Autel fanboy. He is. There's no question.
Fanboy, yeah. Okay, we're not done yet with the sales here, though, guys. Wow. Listen, the Fimi X8 Pro. It's a pro camera drone. Normally retails for $699. It's on sale now for $599.
So they're putting it on sale before anybody's even got their first one. Is that what you're saying?
And the webmaster is so lazy over there. It still has the banner saying it starts shipping on May 20th. Well, that date's come and gone or whatever. They can't take that down off the website. Yeah, so I have a drone on sale that obviously isn't shipping to anybody who.
Where's Gorilla Man when you need him? Damn it!
Ooh, yeah, Gorilla Man. Where's Gorilla Man? Yeah, but what is one guy on YouTube over in China that has videos on the drone?
Oh well, so we know they've made at least one. Okay, that's
yeah. But people say by his footage, it looks like he lives in the same area as the factory is.
Oh yeah.
So and one more note here: the Fimi Palm 2. Probably some folks didn't even know there was such a thing as Fimi Palm, like a knockoff of a DJI Palm. It's normally $219. You can get it now for $199.
I have the Fimi Palm 1. So
really,
definitely, yeah.
Well, you can upgrade now.
Sounds like something you'd buy at the adult store.
You don't sound, Demarco, you don't sound excited about the Fimi.
No. We I've had it now for 2 years, going on 3 years. Like we used it the first year, and then my wife would use it for the kids' games or no. But then I got her that I forgot the name of it. It attaches to your phone though, and she uses that all the time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course that's better because your phone has a lot better camera.
Yeah, yeah. The screen size was hard for her. You know, she likes
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah,
large
yeah,
Dr.
screen.
Kidd.
yeah.
Dr.
The
Kidd made it.
postage
Y'all made
stamp
Hold
screen.
it, hold it. We need to put that on the screen.
Uh-oh,
Dr.
get it up
Kidd.
there.
Oh,
Hang
man.
on, Dr.
Uh-oh.
D. I was hoping you'd try mine first, but that's all right.
Hey,
Hopefully use our affiliate link.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I actually don't think
Ron's
we had.
affiliate
I don't think we actually had a link for that.
Yeah.
We didn't have a link for the. We had a link
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Air too.
Oh,
And
I
sorry, folks.
Don't send me one. You know, so I can
Sorry,
test it
no
out.
links for the Fimi stuff either. So anyhow, I just want people say we don't talk about budget drones enough. So I wanted to get that information out about the Fimi drones. We're not telling you to get the Fimi drones. We're not giving them our seal of approval or any. But again, Richard's had very good luck with his his Fimi X8 2022 V2, and Marcus has had good flying luck with the Mini 2 as far as flying.
With you're talking about the X8 SE or the Mini?
The Fimi Mini V2.
Yeah, that's the
you had
one.
Good luck with its flying
okay.
capabilities.
Yeah, the dynamic range is horrible. Frame dropping like crazy.
Yeah.
I could go on and on about the problems.
Yeah,
with the
so like I said, we're not telling you folks to get these drones. We're not telling you they're better drones than somebody else's. We're just mentioning the price.
No, hey, it's a lot of options, and do your research and watch some YouTube and hey, decide for yourself, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, go out to YouTube. Reach out to
The
somebody
bargain.
that has the X8 SE 2022 and get some feedback from somebody who actually flies it all the time.
Right. That's the bargain. The X8 SE 2022 is the one that actually is a bargain because you get a powerful, full-featured drone. Does not have any kind of obstacle avoidance or anything, but it is a higher-powered, full-featured drone that takes decent video.
Thank you.
And that's like $390 or $439.
$439. So a little bit cheaper than a Mini 3 standard.
Yeah.
So that's kind of telling you there. I mean, if you need that flight capability to fly in high winds, you need the longer not scratch the battery life. If you need the more powerful drone, maybe that's an option. But otherwise,
there's other things too, Ron. That Fimi drone is going to have tracking on it, and it doesn't just have GPS tracking.
Yeah.
It has optical tracking, so it will keep you in center of frame, and it works quite well.
Yeah, it kind of all the stuff you lost when you downgraded from the Mini 3 Pro to the Mini 3.
Exactly right.
Mini 3 Pro to the Mini 3.
Right.
Yeah, all that stuff on the Fimi. So yeah, again, it is a viable option for some folks out there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, a little more serious story here. I first saw Eddie Nunes post this, and I'll try to get Eddie on this. He's been in the show for a while. Got to get Eddie back on. But officials in New York, New York City, are proposing changes to the rules that strictly regulate drone activity within New York City. Key to those is a revised permit system that will presumably enlarge and ease authorization of utilitarian missions by companies and public administrators through only after a minimum of a 30-day application wait and $150 fee per request. The package also sets out fines of $250 up to $1,000 for anyone conducting flights in New York City without permits from the police or breaking operating rules during authorized outings. And the full story is pinned in the DroneNation Facebook group. I just had to shorten it because nobody wants to hear me read a book on the show here. But essentially what I'm getting out of it, I think what Eddie was getting out of it, basically, if you're just a hobbyist flyer, you're probably not going to be flying to city.
You're not going to be flying in New York.
You're not, unless you want to submit that 30-day application and $150 fee. Even if they deny it, you still paid the fee.
Yeah, it's a bummer, and that's almost as big a threat as anything that the FAA does is local regulations. And you know what? They can tell you can't take off in New York City. There's nothing to stop them from doing it. But what always gets lost in these things, if you're a production company, a film company, that's probably not so bad. But if you're just a hobbyist, like Ron said, it essentially just locks you out of that area.
Yeah.
You just can't fly there. It's essentially what it does.
Right, because again, who's going to pay $150 to fly? And when that day gets here, that 30 days out, what if it's raining that day, or it's a terrible day or whatever?
Right.
Yeah.
And you wanted to fly your Mini too. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and I don't think these are proposed, so these haven't become law yet. But if you want to stop it, you better start talking to your local politicians.
But let me ask you this: is that really going to stop people from flying drones? There's going to be a bunch of people that want to follow the rules, they want to be lawful, but they're looking at flying their little mini drone and they go, hey, just like what you said. And they're probably going to fly anyway. And it's a bummer, because if the wrong person looks at them wrong, they get a ticket. It's just,
Marcus, what it does is it just, stops the regular people who know that I feel like dealing with it. Like, back in October, January, like when I went to Mexico, one person said this, one person said you can fly. Then thought Captain Ray said, no, you can't fly. So I just said, forget it. I'm not taking it just to risk it.
Right.
Same thing.
And not a lot of people not a lot of people gonna worry about it. They're just gonna fly.
Yes. Yeah.
So Marcus makes a good point that not only battling the federal government like Stefanik and whatever, but also we're battling local, from small little towns like near the Ventnor City to all the way up to New York City or whatever. All size towns are also pulling this on us. We can't take off land or property. So, basically things are coming at us from all sides here.
Yeah, like I said, I worry a lot more about the local authorities. And in fact, I was telling Ron, the county right next door to me, in their county parks, they tell you that you cannot launch from their parks. Okay, that's within their purview to do that. Many of them are out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what difference it makes, but however, that's probably within their purview. But they also, as part of their regulations, they say you cannot fly over any of their parks at lower than 500 feet. Well, obviously, we can only fly a drone to 400 feet anyway, and the FAA controls the airspace. They can pass these local ordinances, and I don't know what you do about it.
Yeah, and obviously that 500 feet because if a helicopter flies over, could you imagine if they ran the helicopter pilot down and said we're going to find it? They'd laugh at him.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they want us to bear the burden of, like if a police officer comes by and, they just, hey, you can't fly here. Well, you tell them you can legally with but it's just best to pack your stuff up and go to.
That's right. You never argue with the police.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah.
You could have every law ever pages there to show them whatever on site. There, it's not going to make any difference no matter what proof you have,
unless you're Barkley.
Yeah, well, even Ken Herron's other friend, he couldn't convince him.
No, he couldn't.
Yeah. So
where were they at when that happened?
I think they were in Nashville.
Okay, that's
a park. We'll say maybe in suburban Nashville, somewhere around Nashville.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah.
Music City. So. Anyways, kind of service. Maybe I'm going to try to get Eddie on. I'd like to talk to Eddie about I think he got the Mavic Pro Cine or whatever too. So try to get him on a future upcoming show. I'll reach out to him. But okay, here's a good story, guys. You want to hear a good drone story?
Absolutely.
$100 million in competitive grants for drones. Senators, I'm just going to say the last names: Rosen of Nevada, Boozerman of Arkansas. There you go, one of Demarco's guys, and Blumenthal of Connecticut have proposed new legislation to increase the use of U.S.-made drones in infrastructure projects. The bipartisan bill would authorize $100 million in competitive grants to help local governments leverage American drones in critical infrastructure inspections, maintenance, and construction activities. So it sounds like Build Back Better's even got some money for drones here. Excited about this?
Sounds like commercial stuff to me, doesn't it? To you, Ron? I mean, I don't.
Well, they do mention, they mention all sorts of wording like that or whatever.
Yeah,
government's obviously not going to.
As usual, the hobbyist just gets kicked to the curb every time.
Yeah. Well, they don't have no money for the hobbyists, but I guess so. Money. I guess that means money towards American drone companies that build drones in America? Is that what you're getting?
That's exactly what they mean. Yeah.
They don't name these companies because they probably don't know these names.
I've got one, Ron. You want to see it?
Got to get your American drone out.
Yeah.
Patio.
An all American drone.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Who they going to get to build these drones?
Well, I'm always told, what about a DroneNation drone?
Yeah, there we go. Hey.
This one was built in the city that I was born in.
There you go.
Redwood City, California.
And all the parts in there also are made in America.
Well, I don't know about that,
okay.
Ron. I'm not going to get that too far carried away.
Yeah, get carried away.
You know what? I don't fly this drone much. You know why I don't fly this drone much? Because it's not nearly as much fun as my.
You may be flying it in September when all your DJI drones are grounded.
That could be. I like this drone, but it just.
Folks, get ready for a new name change. Come September, this may go to Scudio Nation.
Yeah.
So, but what do you think of? We could put our money together and start a drone company up in America here. Make drones in America and make them to the specs that we want. Use drones like the Mini 3 Pro and Mavic 3 Pro as our blueprint, and make drones to that spec or better, whatever. And we could get a local place. How about Hammond? We could probably build the drones in Hammond, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We got some warehouses.
Well, here let me say this: if we could start a drone company, and let's just say that the Fimi Mini V2, that was our first mini drone. How much would you sell it for?
Well, we wouldn't sell that thing. We probably wouldn't sell that turkey at all. But
we want to sell. If we sell that one, we won't sell any more. Demarco.
What if you put a big old Made in USA sticker on the side of it?
Yeah, there you go.
No, but I'm saying if we're going to copy somebody, copy the best, right? Don't copy the theme. Let's copy DJI type drones or whatever.
No, the reason why I say that though is very rarely does your first one out of the box, be a hit, So
wait a minute. The very first phone Apple ever made was the iPhone. Home run right out of the box, right out of the gate.
Yeah, okay. Man, you got me, Ryan.
Well, of course, you make a good point. We don't exactly have Apple's cash to get started, though, do we?
Yeah, not even a little bit of that cash.
So
I heard that joke. Yep.
Oh well, but see, we could have like a it could be a one of the drones could be the Johnnie drone, right, Marcus?
It could.
We could have a Johnnie drone.
Let's just do this. Why don't we just take payments and don't really produce a drone? That's
we'll get funded up front. Like Kickstarter or whatever. We'll get money first and like the micro drone Sean always talking about.
Here's what we would do is we would sell drones. And we would hopefully sell a good drone. But what we would not do is sit here and say, if a drone was not good, we wouldn't lie about it. Oh, yeah. This is better than DJI stuff. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Well, the guy from Exo said that their drones were much better than DJI.
I didn't say anything.
Well, we can always get Troy to go in on the company with us.
Yeah.
Okay. One other thing here I have at the end here, but I want to say so I don't forget about it. Last week we had a little bit of furor at the end of the show. We were talking about a hot topic with the bill. I can't forget the bill number, but anyhow, a link was deleted near the end of the show, and it really wasn't a bad link. Marcus has talked to what's the gentleman's name? Kevin.
Yeah.
He did, and I put I put the link was deleted later. So I put the link in here that he was trying to show this week where he the link's not here, but I tried to put it. I'll put it in later where it shows that he discovered that he was able to hack DJI servers back in 2016, 2017. There was like a back door and whatever, and it was it was a bounty. He didn't do this illegal. There's a bounty. He was trying. They wanted people to see if they could break in. And he was able to break in, and I think it got deleted because they didn't. They thought it was something bad, but it really wasn't. But it really didn't pertain to the bill we talked about because that bill is saying that there's a front door that the Chinese military just walks in DJI's main door and gets all the data. Where this is more related to like a like a backdoor hack where they hacked some servers and grabbed user data. So anyhow,
I'm going to say this. I had a great conversation with Kevin after that show. He's really a nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, the link I tried to put in, which is missing, but I'll get it back in, was actually a story on Drone XL that he covered Kevin's story quite well on there.
Right.
So,
how many years was that run? How many years ago?
It was the Go4 app. So
the 2016, 2017 era.
yeah.
Okay. Back in probably in the days of the Phantom 4 era, type of thing. But anyhow, I want to start something new on the show here. People always ask us our opinions on drones. What drones should you get? What are good drones? And I'd like to start a DroneNation Hall of Fame here. And in no particular order here, we talked about this drone already extensively. I would like the first, announce the first drone tank in the Hall of Fame will be the DJI Air 2S. It was first released on April 15th, 2021. It sold for $999. The Fly combo was $12.99. It replaced the popular Air 2, which is only a year old at that time. And the S model featured a 1-inch 20 megapixel sensor. And this is a DroneNation certified approved drone. And it's also remote ID compatible. And I really, I really can't say a bad word about it. We know the battery life's not the best, but it wasn't bad when it came out or whatever. More modern drone, more modern technology has made the things work. But I think it's a drone that I can recommend to almost anybody as being a solid drone. Great photography. Marcus said great features built in, 5K video, 1-inch sensor. There's still a lot of drones, new drones that just came out this year, don't have 5K, don't have 1-inch sensor, don't have 20 megapixels or whatever. So on the camera side, this drone still holds up well. On the feature set, it still holds up well. It has D-Log-M, it has HLG, as well as a standard color profile. I just can't say enough about this drone. And I'm going to stop here and go around the panel and let the rest of them. Johnny, give us, just your thoughts on the Air 2S. Good and bad. You talk about your negative of the zoom in there because
that's just something we always bring up about that camera. But no, the Air 2S.
Well, it's true though that you could zoom on the Air 2.
Yeah, so but that's not
on pictures. On video, you're fine, but on pictures.
The battery life is at that time, but it's a great drone, and y'all making me sorry that I sold my drone. I'm just saying, No, but hey. That drone is, and I know it was the drone of the year when the voting came out, and it's still a great drone, and it's a great value today. It's even a better value today because you're not really losing anything. I love my Mini 3 Pro, but as Marcus says, the Mini 3 Pro, possibly could have some wind problems. You hardly ever get a wind warning with that Air 2S. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah,
it's very solid. It's probably as heavy as it's kind of like it's very tight and it flies great.
Bigger sensor, better video.
Yeah, that's really not a bad word to say about that drone. And today with the way the price come down, it's great buy.
So you would certify the drone as definitely.
I may even buy another one.
Yeah, we're talking into it. Yeah.
They don't call him Johnny Drone Buyer for nothing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time somebody in the community's repurchased the same.
Yeah, Ron, I think Ron, you texted me that the other day because I said something to you in the chat. You go, well, that would be the first time somebody rebought a drone. Yeah. Hey, I did it with the Mini 2. Now what did I buy from? Yeah, Michael Wright. I bought his Spark. I sold my Spark.
Oh yeah. He was.
I bought Michael's and then sold it and then really wanted another one. But hey, I know we always talk about you kind of regret when you sell a drone, but no, there's still a lot of great drones. I know I have the Light Plus and I got the famous V-Copter there. But hey, just get out there and fly. But that the Air 2S is a great drone, guys. If you're on a fence or if you right now it's really a great time to buy that at the price. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Again, naturally, if you're flying any Mavic 3 around, it's not going to be that level, whatever. But if we're talking about people that don't have the Mavic 3 Pro and some of the brand new spec drones or whatever. Demarco, what you've owned the Air 2S. Give us your thoughts on the drone overall, your experiences.
I thought it was a great drone. Like I said last week, I'm not best person to answer that question though, because I own the Air 2 and I had the Air 2S at the same time that I bought the Mini 3 Pro, and I flew the Mini 3 Pro way more than I flew the Air 2S. That said, great drone, almost nothing wrong with it. Perfect size, yes, perfect size. Wind's great, camera was outstanding. I have nothing bad to say about it. Only the thing bad though, like I didn't fly it enough. So
damned with faint praise.
that's
what Demarco just did. Just
great.
Dr. Ted makes a great point. What else can they do to improve? I mean, it's a great drone.
Hey, listen. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say this. Coming from the first Mavic Air, that frame, the Air 2 and the Air 2S frame was such an upgrade. So yeah, I mean,
it was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I totally agree. So listen, if we're going to talk about iconic DJI drones, you got the Phantom 4, right? The Phantom 3 maybe, but for sure the Phantom 4. So many people, their first drone was a Phantom 4. It's an iconic drone to this day. The next DJI iconic drone, the original Mavic Pro. The original DJI Mavic Pro. It was a revolution.
The first great folding drone.
Yeah, first great folding drone. I'm going to put the Air 2S in that same category. I think the Air 2S is going to be an iconic DJI drone. It's going to be one of those drones that 5-6 years from now, people will still be flying them.
Like the 56 Chevy you used to own when you were teenagers.
There you go. The Tri-5 Chevys. Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
A 56? I wasn't driving a 56.
I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the.
No.
56 was a good year, Demarco. Just saying.
56 was a damn good year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Me and Johnny liked that year.
I wouldn't come for another 20 years.
So anyhow, I just thought it'd be kind of nice to put some drones in the Drone Hall of Fame, because we always talk about the older drones. And again, I only start with the Air 2S just because it's going to be supplemented, maybe this summer or whatever. But just saying that, it was just one of the drones that almost, when it came out, everybody was buying this thing or whatever. And I mean, a lot of people had the Mavic 2 Pro, bought this and thought it was a better drone, even though it wasn't in the the Air series, which is down from the Mavic Pro series. But this drone got a lot of people. It was a lot of people's first great camera drone.
Yeah.
So it really made an impact, and I think it needs to be recognized a little bit. And thank you, Dr. Ted, Hall of Fame. So
our best show, our most watched show, was that Air 2 release.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
and that was a fantastic drone. It almost like needed more than just a year of being a new drone. Like it got supplemented so fast. Because I had that, the quad bear half-inch sensor in it, and at that point, almost all drones in that category had that 1/1/3, that smaller sensor.
I see in the chat a lot of people are keeping their Air 2S, that's for sure.
Well, we talked about that earlier. Do you think, do you think the Air 2S will, well, the thing is, what kept the Mini 2 so, what's the word? So important still is it was so much cheaper than the drone replaces the Mini 3 Pro. But if rumors are true that the Air 3 is only going to be $1099, that's only a $100 increase from the original price of the Air 2S. So that probably won't be as big a deterrent.
That drone will
be. It didn't move the bar that much.
It'll be more than that. That's just
so let me ask you, Ron.
That's just all rumor.
So just like I'm just asking your opinion, Ron. So just like the when the Mini 3 came out, you could still buy the Mini 2, still a popular drone. People were still buying the heck out of it. You think if they come out with an Air 3, you think this one DJI will still sell this one for a period of time?
A short period of time.
Yeah. I would say a short period of time, yeah.
Of course, but after that passes, though, other places like your Amazon and all those places, they'll all have it for much longer. Look at Bob Casey. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Bob. It's I mean, here's the trend. I don't have any new Mavic 3, Air 3 rumors this week. Nothing really popped up this week. But this is old rumor. Do you think the new trend now, guys, is that all the new drones going for, at least the drones over $1,000, will have either 2 or 3 different cameras on the gimbal, like the Mavic? Of course, the Mavic 3 started the dual camera. The Mavic 3 Pro upped it with 3, but now it looks like the Air 2S is going to come out with at least 2 cameras on it. Is that the new trend going forwards?
That's a tough one. Probably.
Yeah, they didn't, like Marcus is right. DJI didn't start the trend, but they just put them on drones first.
Yeah,
you know what I would rather see? I'd rather see a real telephoto lens on a Mavic 3 or a Air 3 or
That's a tough one, Ron. I would say not the minis though, but like maybe the Airs and the Mavics, maybe.
The Mavics,
like not the mini. Yeah, cost involved.
Yeah, I don't think the 2 cameras will come to the mini anytime soon, but it looks like if the Air gets it, that means that's here to stay in the more expensive drones.
Yeah.
Do you think a 2 or 3 camera system is needed on the Air series?
You know what? We don't even know what that second camera is going to be. You can tell by the pictures pretty clearly.
And we don't even know that's the real picture, but
yeah, exactly.
We're just talking rumors here, folks.
So I've just got a couple of guesses. I know vertical video is important to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Could that second camera just be because you can't flip that big gimbal on a drone like that? Could it be one that's in a vertical aspect ratio? It's possible. That could be all it is. Could it be a wide angle camera instead, Ron? Possible. We don't know.
I mean, of course, usually the regular field of view is usually pretty wide on these drones to begin with. I mean, most people don't really want them any wider. If they do, you just buy the wide angle attachment, whatever. But most people, a camera drone especially, as wide as you really want it, usually just what comes as a standard lens.
Yeah, I think the vertical feature is probably like, I think that's going to be in there. Mr. Skyfi, I would say the Air 2S is definitely, you're going to get the wind resistance on that Air 2S is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never be able not to fly it. On a 25, 30 mile an hour, maybe even harder than that for sure.
Right.
Richard,
Maddie having a conversation chat. Richard, one of the leaks said about 30 minutes. For the Air 3. And again, it's all rumors, but I think they meant 30 minutes of actual flight time, not 30 minutes listed on the box. Maddie's telling him he thinks 40 minutes. Yeah, I think the Air 3 will have a listed time.
Hey, and I'm not sure if you guys saw this picture. Maybe I was not seeing that though, but like the pictures that I had saw, there were 2 batteries.
In the regular kit?
Yeah, no, there was the regular battery and then a longer.
Okay, so that could be it, huh? It may be a 30-minute standard battery and then a deluxe battery. But why not do like that? Because you're not going for the 250 grams. So why make 2 batteries?
By a couple of inches. So.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I want to fly 40 minutes straight.
It is a long time.
Yeah, but we get that all the time. But a lot of people, like I hear Billy Kyle say this all the time. Like the Mavic 3, he may have a couple different jobs, and he doesn't change the battery. He doesn't run the whole battery down. He gets the job done, goes to the second location, and gets that job done all in the same battery. So people are going to do multiple flights. You don't have to switch. You don't switch.
No, and you don't have to. A lot of people think if you got an 80% battery, you got to recharge it to 100. Burn the thing down and like you say, Billy did say that. I did hear Billy. He'll go out and do multiple jobs. With the Mavic 3.
The same way, just casual flying. The Mavic 3, like I'll get a whole flight done. I still got half battery life.
Right.
I'll go out and fly the next day or something. I'll have to recharge the battery. But Bob Casey's saying here, he said it has to be a significant improvement from the Air 2. Is taking photos while in video mode would be an improvement for him.
Well, you can do a screenshot,
but that's not full res. Can the Mavic 3 do a photo in video mode, Marcus?
No, I don't believe so.
Not to our knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know maybe the new one put it in
Hey, Ron, I've got an idea for a show one of these days. Could we maybe have Max Air 420 and Tammy Jean on one of these days?
Yeah, you know what? That would be a pretty good show. You know what? Let me check my guest list here.
I'm liking that idea.
You know
I
think they're scheduled for next Monday.
Today is the anniversary too. I think.
This was the original date, but it was their anniversary. Max remembered the anniversary, and they had to put off a week. So they will be here next Monday night.
John Goopy, calm down.
John
calm down.
Well, can we get Justine for that show?
But she demanded her own show.
We're gonna see her on the Fly for Fun show, Johnny.
John Coopy.
Great show tonight, guys.
Yeah, great show, man. Look, a lot of great info, guys. And man, hey, get out there and fly. It's that time of year, and hey, get out there and enjoy it. I know, man, we sold a Nevada tonight, probably sold some Air 2S's,
Probably.
Kept a lot of people keeping there, that's for sure.
How many Fimis did we sell, Johnny?
I don't know. I don't I'll let Demarco, I'll let that portion of the show go to Demarco, the Fimi sales.
Zero.
Zero. Tammy and Max said they're in for the naked show. I'm just saying.
Well,
you guys, you got your mind in the gutter. Holy
no. This is going to be a G-rated show. Totally G-rated.
Wait.
Well, except for the last couple minutes. Hey, we got 9-year anniversary for Max and Tammy. What do you get somebody for the 9th year anniversary, guys? Johnny, you know all this etiquette, don't you? What do you get for the 9th year?
Oh, I don't know. I only made it to 31. I don't know what happened.
No, she's not getting.
Maybe a trip to Beaver Lake.
Beaver Lake.
Yeah, and stay at Demarco's cabin.
Yeah.
It's
hey, Johnny, Demarco's probably got a little love shack over there.
Yeah, he does.
No.
No more.
Back in
my
bachelor days, yes.
No more kids, Demarco. No more kids.
That's what he says. Maximum Performance. That's his middle name.
I'm an old man.
That's what it says on your shirt, Demarco.
Yeah.
So, anybody else have any anniversaries coming up?
I think we're good to go, Rod.
Shell and I to be 13 years.
Okay.
No anniversary for me.
With the same woman. That's a record for me. But
She's listening, Demarco. Better be
quiet. Shit.
We're losing our shirts. Yeah, the people will have shirts on next week, I guarantee you. So, anyhow, is there anything, anybody in the panel, anything that you would like to discuss tonight that we didn't get around to, or maybe extend a topic we didn't talk enough about?
I think we covered about everything, I think, anyway. What do you think, Demarco?
Lots of good info tonight. Good. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot's happening in the drone. I know we're definitely, you're going pushing forward toward the remote ID and now this other stuff. And hey, just try to stay abreast of the rules and hey, follow the rules, guys. Be safe.
Yeah, and I will. That you have that link in the chat. I will throw the link in the Drone Nation Facebook group for the Sean Hickey Geekthon show that they referred to tonight. I haven't watched him yet. I watched an excellent video he did last week on a similar topic or whatever. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one too. And I don't know why the link's not in here on the show notes here, but I'm going to put the link into the video from Kevin. Kevin, what's Kevin's last name?
Finster.
Yeah, Kevin Pinster's the story that they wrote up a Drone XL about him being able to get a DJI's backdoor to their servers years ago. So yeah. So let's go on down the chat here. I want to thank everybody who came tonight. Had good group support as well here. A lot of great comments and questions and so on and super chats tonight. Bill Grace is saying Skydio just got remote ID upgrade.
That's what I understand. Yeah, I might have to update that thing.
Or maybe not.
Maybe not. There you go.
Yeah. I want to thank John, Flying Fin Media, and he's in here tonight. And I saw at one point Brad also said he now has the Avata.
Yes, Brad did get it.
It's only 2 weeks old.
Yeah, he got. I think he bought a pair of goggles, and then he bought just a Avata. As far as
he's got the controller already, and he famously, I saw he first flew it on the Ken Dono channel when he was down in Florida for the meetup.
He did the little motion controller. Actually,
he did, him and Ken, and Ken was very pleased with the way the motion controller worked.
Yeah, I like it. 40 years, Bob Case. Okay, yeah. And I say Greg Pittman. I saw Greg Pittman did have an anniversary too.
So. Oh, yeah, I did see that too. Yeah, congrats, Greg. I don't know if he's in here tonight, but I saw that on Facebook.
He's out celebrating.
Yeah, he's out celebrating. Yeah,
I just saw Max Share 420's comment about DJI's back door.
Yeah. Well, at least he didn't say DJI sucks.
Oh, he already said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said that earlier.
Well, sometimes he says it more than once, right? I don't know how many times you're alive. Now, Johnny,
hey, Ron, I gotta get rolling. I've got dinner on the table.
Yeah. Well, I'm wrapping up, but go right ahead.
Okay. Well, if you're wrapping up,
I would just want to say, Johnny's been on vacation, but you return Sunday to the Drones and Coffee. You'll be back Wednesday with the show, won't you?
Yeah, we do. We just doing an open forum. We're going to show a bunch of videos and support everybody channel and the people who've been supporting us for a couple of years now on the Fly for Fun show. So yeah, if you got a video, send it to me. Or if you really want to pop on the show a few minutes and kind of talk us through your video, we'd be glad to. We want to help everybody out. Everybody's been great to the drone community, so we want to give back a little bit. We'll probably do that once a month, and then the next week we got E-Drone, Eric, and Sean Hyde coming in next Wednesday.
Oh, so yes. And Ray will be back Wednesday night as well.
Ray will be back. Ray did his show a little bit earlier. Had Tony on Tropic, so yeah, that was a good show.
Ray's feeling good now. Good.
He is.
All right. I'll go around the panel. Everybody say their good nights. Johnny, you might as well start.
Yeah, well, thanks everybody for the night. Had a great time. It's always, it's my favorite shows. It's when you're not working these controls over here. I like being on the show. Thank you, guys.
DeMarco?
Great show, boys.
Wake up, DeMarco.
Yes, sorry about that. I was texting the show. The show was great. The chat's always great, though. It's good to watch. The comments come in and everything. Yeah. And it's always good to hang out with you guys, too. So, shell again. So, anyway, Marcus?
What he said. Always fun hanging out with this crew, for sure. And good conversation tonight. Thank you, everybody. And, I'll let Ron take it away.
I want to thank our special guest, Johnny, for joining us tonight. Always great to have Johnny on the show. I mean, I wish he was still on vacation, but I'm glad he's back on the panel with us. And I want to thank, again, everybody in the chat tonight. I think I said this once, but say it again for all the support, comments, whatever. And we'll see you back here next Monday night. I don't know what the date is, but the 19th, I believe, is the date. And we'll have Tammy and Max on the panel, and we'll get to know them better and know, what drones they're flying and, what they think of certain drones. And who knows? Maybe there could be an Air 3 on the show next week, too. Who knows? So
DNA.
Good night, and everybody have a good week.
Maybe a Fimi Pro, whatever it is.
Oh, no.
Yeah, on